Hey, hey. What's up, Brody gal? Hey, Tanya. Hey, Aslan. Hey, Brandon. Sly Angel. What's happening, guys? I'm exhausted again. So bear with me. But as promised, candles for the next 48 hours are 50% off. Yes, you heard that correctly. 50% off, automatic discount for the next 2 days. I got to get some stuff out before I put on Valentine's Day candles. So, and actually, I was inspired by Jenny Jen Jen, who bought Flava a candle and did not buy it from me. So, Jenny Jen Jen is on my shit list, and Bad Wolf, you can tell her so. I'm very disappointed, but we got some Valentine's Day, we got some funny ones coming out. But yes, right now, 50% off on most candles for until Saturday. And then I'm going to start rolling out the Valentine's Day candles. But I know a lot of people, I know money's tight, and they want to. And I'm also going to start doing, I know I said I was going to, but I'm also going to start doing weekly specials of different scents. So that's also going to start. And I've been reorganizing stuff because I'm going to start doing videos. So I'm just really tired, but that's what's happening. And I want to thank those of you that have already put in orders. I'm going to send you an extra one just because you didn't get the special. But again, for anyone out there that ever wants to try a candle, right now, 50% off until Saturday. And then next week, I'll have all the Valentine's ones up. And I'm still working on this other website. I hate building websites. So there's that. But for the last couple of days, I've been out of it. Some of you people know, but I've just been super, super busy. So by the time I get home at night, I'm fucking exhausted. So, and the dog for some reason has me up like every 4 hours. I'm ready to just keep her out of my room at night. Otherwise, I'm never going to get a good night's sleep. Last night, she had me up like 6 times. So it's been bad. But I've been going to bed earlier. That's a good thing. So, we now have another phone call, which I waited all day for this thing to drop, with LEILANI and Billie Jo. Now, let me also put this out there. I'm not a perfect mom. You'll never hear me say that I'm a perfect mom. You'll never hear me say that, oh, everyone else is a shit person, because I don't believe in that. And I never have. So when I hear, when I heard some of the things said in this call, Billie Jo, I have some advice for you. As a parent, one of the things that you have to teach your kids is responsibility. And if you stay in denial, your kid stays in denial. And this goes for any aspect. I mean, I know people that are so nice to their kids, never teach them. They think if they say no to them or talk to them differently, it's going to hurt them. No, it actually teaches them. And I feel like, without trying to be rude, hey, Mark, I feel like, I mean, I have sympathy for Billie Jo. Don't get me wrong. I really do. However, if you keep your child in denial, that's not going to help her. And it's never going to heal her. And if you can't do it for your own daughter, and now you're raising your grandkids aren't going to be any better. The cycle has to stop. You already have 2 kids in prison for murder, one of them for murdering their own child, and you're still in denial about it. You're not helping anybody by being in denial. I know it's hard. I know she's your daughter. but you're not doing any favors to anybody by being in denial. You're not, no, I think she is. You're not helping your grandkids. You're not helping your daughter. You're definitely not helping yourself because you can't heal until you admit what happened. And it's not like you can say, oh, well, you know, I think about it privately or I admit it privately because I hear you speaking to your daughter, the one that committed it. Oh, she doesn't have them? Well, then what? All right, hold on. If she doesn't have them, then why'd she say on the last call that she does have them? Or she made it sound like she had them. I mean, that's what she was saying on the last call, is that she was worried about play dates and stuff. So that would make me think she has them. She does not have them. Okay. Who has them? Their daddies? Oh, she wants visitation. Okay. But I don't know. I just feel like the more you deny, the more you hurt yourself, you hurt her, you hurt Quentin. And if you guys may not understand what I'm talking about, let me play some of the call. Well, I'm going to play all the call, but there's a part of the call that I'm referencing. It's actually towards the end, but all right, let's get into it. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, hold on. Oh, I did that backwards. I was right the first time. Why is it not coming above? I don't know, I guess it don't matter. All right.
Hey. Hey, they have Lana and Phil for protocol, but she's really upset. She said they hit her with they gave her guilty for speculations.
Yeah, is she where you can get to her?
I can see her. Yes, ma'am.
She looking at you?
Ma'am,
Huh?
I can see her right here. She's in front of me.
Is she looking at you though right now?
What?
Is she looking at you right now?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, earbud. Tell her I love her and it's gonna be okay.
Mama says she loves you and it's gonna be okay.
Tell her whenever she goes back for sentencing, do not cry.
Lana, she said when you go back to sentencing, do not cry.
Tell her I know it's gonna be hard.
What?
I know it's gonna be hard. Tell her I know it's gonna be hard.
She says you know it's gonna be hard.
But do not cry. You stand up there strong and you get out of there and then you can bawl your eyes out.
She says she's just upset. She's all she can say is there's no proof, and it's not right.
It's not.
It's not.
No wonder the darn thing's connected to the telephone. Tell her, how long does she have to be in there? She should get out to be able to make a phone call still and take a shower.
Oh yeah, her attorney speculation about Clinton made better sense with the throw up in the playpen.
That what?
Her lawyer speculation is she might have thrown up when the throw up was in the playpen. She thinks he choked on it. Mom, so that makes sense. Nobody could understand where the throw up came from.
I don't know, Dad.
Huh?
I don't know. Tell her. Will they let her still get out and use the phone?
I think Dr. Scott Fish or somebody's supposed to come talk to her today, and if he says she can come out, then they'll let her out. But they said it was protocol that they put her on suicide watch yesterday, which I think is bullshit. She wasn't.
It is.
She never said she.
Now, the one thing I didn't catch, is she talking about Chloe Driver? I don't know who she's talking about.
She wanted to harm herself or nothing. They brought her back from court and threw her in the cell. Kind of like they do when she first got here.
Wow. I don't know what to say. Honestly, I'm broken for her too.
I'm broken for all of you guys. Did you? Hold on, he's gonna say something. You have to believe her. She didn't do this. I believe her. I believe she didn't do it.
I don't.
Ma'am?
Just tell her I believe her.
She believes you. She believes you. Don't cry, Lana. Poor thing.
Tell her I know it's hard. But
Huh?
get yourself together. She needs to get herself together, or they're not going to let her out of there.
Yeah, Mom says get yourself together. They're not going to let you out.
God, I wish she could call me.
She says after the sentencing they can do the appeal, but the appeal take like 6 to 12 months to be able to take it back to court.
Yeah. Well, it ain't no point in doing an appeal in Savannah. They're going to appeal it. She needs to have it moved out of Savannah.
Yeah, Mom said if you're going to have it appealed, you need to get moved out of Savannah.
It's going to be the same result every time in Savannah.
Okay, Bedwolf shows up, and if you guys caught that, the speech in that, hold on, I'll play it again.
But the appeal take like 6 to 12 months to be able to take it back to court.
Yeah. Well, it ain't no point in doing an appeal in Savannah. They're going to appeal it. She needs to have it moved out of Savannah.
Yeah, Mom said if you're going to have it appealed, you need to get moved out of Savannah.
It's going to be the same result every time in Savannah.
She says she's...
I keep missing it, but Bedwolf shows up, and then the thing says something about if you're going to do anal, do it outside of Savannah. So I thought it was kind of funny, but I can't seem to stop it in time. Hey, Penny, but I can't seem to stop it in time. What's up, Amber? But I'm not sure who they're talking about. If you guys know who they're talking about, let me know.
Get yourself together. She needs to get herself together, or they're not going to let her out of there.
Yeah, Mom says get yourself together. They're not going to let you out.
God, I wish she could call me.
She says after the sentencing they can do the appeal, but the appeal take like 6 to 12 months to be able to take it back to court.
Yeah. Well, it ain't no point in doing an appeal in Savannah. They're going to appeal it. She needs to have it moved out of Savannah.
Yeah, Mom said if you're going to have it appealed, you need to get moved out of Savannah.
Right there, Bedwolf. Soon as you walked in, it says have anal, you need to get moved out of Savannah. The second you walked in, that's what it said. Just saying.
It's going to be the same result every time in Savannah.
She says she's not going to hold her breath on it, but, it's pray for the best. But I agree with me to be here. I don't think her trial should have been here.
No, the trial shouldn't have been in Savannah.
I don't believe the jurors should have been from Savannah neither.
No, and the jurors, there were some jurors that knew about the case.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they fucking lied. It's not that hard to say no, I didn't hear nothing. And it's not hard to do that.
No, some of them said they did.
It's not right they've convicted this poor girl for something she didn't do, trying to put her in prison for the rest of it. That's not right. That's not right. What?
Tell her that I love her, and tell her that her dad loves her.
She says the appeal will take anywhere from 6 months to a year from the day it's filed.
Who are they talking about? Mom knows someone else in jail with her? Like, I have no idea who they're talking about.
Well, I feel like the judge was biased, but it seemed like she was granting everything for the prosecution side. She wasn't granting anything for the defense side. They even changed the wording in the charges.
Hold on. What was that, Mom? I was talking to him.
Tell her that guy's been trying to call, but I ain't answering him. You hear me? Jenna.
Okay. She says, when she goes to sentencing, she'll get sentenced and probably go to prison. But once once the appeal is granted, she'll get set a court date, and she said
Yeah.
that she'll try to get time served for the false statement. But
Well, tell her to keep hope, but don't get her hopes up.
yeah, she already said she's not gonna get her hopes up. She's not gonna hold her breath on it.
Because that's a horrible thing to, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I could see it in her yesterday. I could see she was crushed.
Oh yeah. I didn't know what was going on. I just saw her clean her cell out. I thought she was going home. And next thing I know, they throw her in the cell.
Yeah.
Which that ain't.
Okay, now I get it because I just looked. It's Leilani's cellmate and Leilani's mom. All right, now I understand. Yeah, it's Leilani's cellmate talking to the mom about Leilani.
Ain't right. That's making her even worse. She's like, all she wanted to do was call you yesterday when she got back.
Yeah.
It's not right.
Well, I hope that just keep reassuring her that I love her, Jenna. Tell her that her mama said one thing she has no control over and that will never change is that I'm her mom.
I love you, and that's one thing that will never change.
I'm her mama.
You're her mom. She's your mama. What one? She said, was Peepaw there?
Huh?
She says, was Peepaw there?
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, he was there. She wants to know, does he believe her?
He come home in a million pieces. Yeah, they believe her. Vernon thinks that Danny had something to do with it. Vernon thinks that Danny had something to do with it.
I believe so too.
I don't know. You know, I know. Whenever you're on drugs, you're not in your right mind. And I kept trying to keep everybody away from that. And it was like the more I tried to keep them away from it, the more they went straight to it.
Yeah.
You can't live a life. You can't live a life getting high and going through and thinking that nothing bad is ever going to happen, because it is. And you're not hurting just yourself. You're hurting everybody around you.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody that loves you, you're hurting.
Yes, ma'am. Don't cry, Lana. I hope they let her out today.
Go tell her. I don't even know. Can you go to her door at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, if you don't mind, while you're out, just go sit with her.
I'm going to. I sit with her every day.
Yeah, well, tell her I love her, and Jenna, I hope everything goes well for you too, honey.
Thank you, and she loves you too.
Okay.
She'll call you as soon as she can, okay?
Okay.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. Goodbye.
So that was part number one. Like, Billie Jo, you're not doing anybody any favors by not owning up to what your daughter did. Once you all own up to it, you'll be able to heal. Until then, you're never going to be able to heal.
Hi. Hi.
She's still on watch. Okay, so they let her off. Like how they were supposed to for 24 hours. The LTC did. Chief overrode the LTC and made her stay until today. Well, the LTC come through and said she can't let her off watch. Her boss has to let her off watch. And the officers here are saying this has never happened before. It's the chief.
I called this morning and talked to an officer, and I'm waiting for a call back from her counselor.
All right, she's counselor. Called this morning.
What now?
I'm telling her what you said. Her mom's waiting for a call back. She called up here and talked to an officer. She waited for the counselor to call her back. Yeah, it's all the chief's doing. So she wanted to know if maybe you could get a hold of the chief or the sheriff.
Chief who?
We don't know. We don't know the chief's name, but she's already wrote on the had it to herself the chief. This is the chief of the jailhouse.
Okay, so like I said, I made a call this morning.
Okay.
I'm waiting to hear back from the counselor, and I did tell them that I do not believe that Leilani is a threat to herself or anybody else.
Mhm.
I did make it clear that Leilani is not on drugs, and with her not being on drugs, I don't feel that this is something that you should be concerned about.
Exactly, it's not. She's upset. She was upset because they put her back in her cell. She's in there 5 minutes, and they come back and say, "Oh no, sorry, Chief said you can't come off until Monday. You got to go back in there."
Well, they're supposed to let her off today, from what they're telling me. And they also, I've also requested that even if they don't allow her to get off today, could they please allow her to call home? So,
Yeah, the LPC came this morning and said that she has to wait for the I guess the LPC's boss to come through and do it. So that the LPC's not allowed to do it this time.
okay, so just tell her, I know how hard it is in there. I know. And I am so sorry that she's going through that again.
Yeah, Mom.
But I am doing what I can without going to the news. If I go to the news, then it just puts all of us in jeopardy again. Last time I went to the news and I got her out of there, but it also put me in jail for 10 days. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here. I was telling her what she said. And also, her attorney called her on Saturday, and she needs like 10 family members or friends or friends that can be a character witness for her at her sentencing, so they can try to get her life with parole. If the appeal doesn't go through, he wants to at least have her have a chance of getting parole if the appeal doesn't.
I don't understand why her attorneys didn't have somebody there to call as a witness in the first place.
I don't know, but she says maybe Paul, you, Thomas, me, Ma, P, Paul, Aunt Jackie, and Uncle Freddie maybe, and if you can come up with 3 more people. And she's gonna need the addresses, the phone numbers, and the full names. And she also wants to tell you to see if you can get the transfer of parental right papers to her attorney, because he's going to come see her before she goes to sentencing, so she can have them signed within 30 days. And then her attorney can give them back to your attorney.
Well, I need her attorney to call me. You need to tell her she needs to get a message to her attorney to call me.
Okay.
Because I've tried to talk to him before, and he didn't want to talk to me.
Okay, Mom says your attorney needs to call her and talk to her, because he's tried to talk to him before, and he won't talk to her. Okay. She says she doesn't know if he's going to call you, but he says he does need the 10 people for character witnesses, and he already said he did not mind bringing the parental right papers to her and her signing them and him being notarized and then giving them back. He said he would do that.
That's fine, but I want her to know that I'm going to do this for her with or without that. I mean,
Okay.
I would like for her to do that, but regardless, I'm going to do this anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't want her to feel like anything is being held over her head for her to get the support that she needs. I'm doing what I can without being put in the media.
Yes, ma'am. We understand that. I don't blame you there.
I just can't do the whole media thing. I'm meeting with you can tell her I'm meeting with the Department of Children and Families caseworker tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm taking the kids some clothes and shoes and diapers and, stuff. She knows I take care of them. So, I don't know I don't know what all I can do to help, but if going in there and talking at sentencing is going to.
Hey, Sly, does that mean that the kids are in foster care? Is that where the kids ended up?
Put me in the news if they can figure out a way for it to not be publicized for our family, because we don't want to be involved in the media, and we don't want to be. None of us do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're trying to get the kids. So none of us, and all of us want to be there for her, but none of us can be the center of attention for the news.
Exactly.
So that has to be something she has to make very clear with her attorney. He hasn't been able to get nothing else done for her. Nothing else.
Yeah.
I said her attorney ain't got nothing else done for her and had her believing the whole time that she wasn't going to be convicted.
Yeah.
And she said in there with confidence that she wasn't going to be, and they really let her down.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, sissy, That's what I'm talking about. Until Billie Jo takes responsibility for what her daughter did, and I don't mean takes responsibility like she did it. I mean, takes the responsibility like, look, Leilani, you did this. Your lawyer doesn't think you didn't do it. Like, nobody, you did this. And I promise you, Billie Jo, the faster you own that and the faster you realize that is when you can heal. But until you own that this is what your daughter did, as hard as it is, and until you tell her as a mother, Leilani, you did this, own it, accept it, and then you can start to heal. But as long as you're in denial, you're not healing, and you're never going to move on, and you're never going to get past it. And if your daughter can't own it, then as her mother, you need to tell her and teach her. That's part of being a mother, is guiding her. And when she makes a wrong decision, you have to show her how to make it right. That's motherhood 101. So when I hear Billie Jo feeding into her bullshit, I want to take Billie Jo and smack her head against the wall and be like, wake the fuck up. But it gets worse.
Yeah.
They didn't call anybody for a witness on her side. They didn't. They didn't do anything to try to show that she's not this monster that the prosecutors made her out to be.
Exactly. And that she's
They didn't do it. Huh?
She's the furthest thing from that.
They didn't do anything. Everything that the defense side asked for, whenever it comes to the judge, it was denied. I mean, it's you know, I really need her. I need her to be able to call me, but I want her to understand that regardless of what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fight for the kids. That's never gonna stop.
Oh no.
I'm gonna fight for them.
Exactly.
Because you've done such a wonderful job raising your own children that let's just give you more children. Sorry, Billie Jo, I don't think so. You claim you weren't on drugs when the unthinkable happened to Quentin Simon, okay? You claim that you weren't on drugs by then. So, how'd your daughter end up a murderer? If you're such a good person when you're not on drugs? That's an honest question.
Exactly.
And I also want her to know that I'm trying to. Hopefully, I'll be able to get Quentin home this week, and we'll be able to give him a proper.
Yeah. Because justice
a
doesn't
proper
serve.
resting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I'll let her know that.
We love her. We love the children, but we don't stand behind what happened with Quentin. We just don't.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that I want her to be mistreated. That I want her, you know what I mean? I don't want anything bad to happen to her either.
Yeah. Yeah.
People who talk that way and act that way and present themselves like that may as well have done it themselves.
Mm-mm. It's sad.
Yes,
ma'am.
So, just tell her that.
Oh, you mean like putting your hands around your kid's neck to the point that it leaves black and blues, like that kind of person? Yeah, I hear you, Billie Jo.
To try to get through today and try to get through. I mean, she has to get through it. She has to get through every day. Yeah, so you have no choice.
Yeah.
So try to change the way you're thinking.
Who knows? That's what I thought. I thought she had the kids. I would have put money down that she had the kids, but Sly Angel was saying no, she didn't. So that's why I was confused.
Try to calm yourself So whenever you do talk to them, whenever she does talk to whoever that can get her out of there, that she is speaking with a level head and you know.
Yes, ma'am. But yes, he was just going to see if you called like the chief or the sheriff to see what you can get done with him. Because even the officer said that this has never happened before. This whole situation is just strange. So.
Well, I'm gonna try to I'll try to call again. I'm not sure how do I get in touch with the chief of the jail though.
I guess you just call the jail and ask to talk to the chief of the facility, I guess, or the sheriff.
Yeah. I'll try. I mean, like I said, I called this morning and I talked to someone and I, asked them to at least give a message to a counselor, that could help me, figure something out. I just kindly ask them to, if nothing else, whenever she comes out to take a shower, to please allow her to use the phone.
Yes, ma'am.
Please allow her to call home. You know what I mean?
I know.
I don't know. I don't know how to fix anything.
She's going nuts in that cell. Me and her have been staying up. I've been sitting by my door so we can talk to each other all night until she's ready to fall asleep. Oh.
It's hard to fall asleep in there. It's hard to sleep.
It's
hard to do anything. Yeah, it's awful. I mean, honestly, being in that cell make you want to unalive yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's like she said, you guys talk about coping skills, but yet you guys just stripped me of my coping skills. So how am I supposed to cope?
Yeah. So.
Look, I am all about reform. I'm all about prison. I'm all about understanding prisoners' rights. But where was Quentin's rights? Where was this innocent child's rights? How come you are crying for, you want rights, you want rights, you want to do this? It would have been nice if Quentin was allowed to go to kindergarten. It would have been nice if Quentin was allowed to go on his first date, to take his first drive, take his first girlfriend, walk down the aisle, anything. Too bad you didn't have this much angst when it came to your own child. But now you want rights? Yeah, okay. My heart does not bleed. Believe that.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
But I'll let her know, and hopefully she'll come off.
Okay.
If she can come off today, she might be able to call you to get her off in time.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Hold on. She's saying something. When she's asking if she's going to be able to get the baby home. So I told her you were trying to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell her I'm trying. Tell her I've already talked with the FBI, and I've already talked with the state's attorney's office. I've already talked with the funeral home. I'm trying.
Yes, ma'am. He should have already been brought to rest, poor baby. Bad.
Yeah, he should have.
I'm praying for you guys. I really am.
Well, thank you, honey, and let Leilani know I'm trying to be strong, but this is
I know it's hard for everybody. I've cried with her. Bad.
Yeah.
It really is. But I'll let her know, Miss Billie.
All right. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
They still will not let her out. The lady came yesterday and talked to her and said they had to staff it and that she would know something yesterday, and they never came back and told her anything.
I can try to call again today.
Okay, I guess she's not too happy in there.
I'm sure she's not.
Yeah, and she has a rash last night because she's broke out in some rash. I don't know if it's from the smock or what it's from, but
I hate this.
Yeah, Aslan has a good point. This happened on 10/29. How did they not have his body back yet? That doesn't make sense. He was killed a year prior, 2 years prior. He was killed in 2022. So they didn't get the remains back till after she was sentenced? That seems awfully long. I did too, sissy. But it became such a shit show that I stopped, like, streaming it.
Happening to her.
I do too. So she wanted me to let you know that they still won't let her out.
Okay, well tell her I'll try to call her.
It's not right. I
No.
think the chief is being an asshole. That's what it seems like to us and everybody else. What? Yeah, it doesn't seem to matter what she said. That I think he's just hell bent on making her sit in there.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else? Says gives her kids love for her.
I will.
She said she will. And she loves you.
Tell her I love her too, and tell her I'm not seeing the kids today, but I am dropping off their stuff to the caseworker.
She says okay. All right, I guess just try to call up her again.
If I can get them home, then I can talk to them about their mom. Well, tell her I love her, and I'll try to call today.
Yes, ma'am. All right,
I will call today.
All right, drive safe. Be careful.
I
said drive safe wherever you're going.
Oh, tell her that her attorney went on court TV and did an interview and told everybody in the world that the kids were living with me.
The attorney went on court TV and did an interview and told them that the kids were living with your mom. She says, what were his exact words?
He said, they asked where the other two children were. And he said, to his knowledge, the kids were with the grandmother, with me. With her mother, is what he said. With her mother has custody of the children. And there's a defects case, and it's still being litigated through the court.
Grandmother or grandparents?
Me. Her mother. He said her mother. Her mother has them.
I got to go there, put me back up. They have to do vitals.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Hey, she wanted me to call you back.
Okay.
She wanted to know why you sound so upset about them mentioning the kids living with you. Did they show a picture of them or say their whole names, their birth dates?
No, but the reason I was upset about it is because I didn't want there to potentially be more protests. I don't want the kids to be, it's none of anybody's business.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Where the kids are. And the protests and all that stuff that happened before, I don't want any of that stuff to happen again. I'm trying too hard to get them, and if that happens again, it'll just ruin everything.
Your mom was worried about protests starting if she
Well, I wish I would have known that she said that, because I'd be the first one protesting if it meant that she wasn't ever around her grandchildren. Sorry, not sorry.
She says she don't think the protesting is going to start again.
I hope it doesn't.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't. But people are very cruel and very mean, and I just can't take the chance on anything. So I'm just trying to be very proactive and making sure that none of this stuff happens. And that's why I haven't been out in public. I haven't done anything.
I haven't been out in public. I'm just over on QB's channel that has thousands, like 10,000 views. But I'm not out in public. Okay, BJ.
At first, I was only going back and forth to work. I wouldn't even stop at a store because I didn't want people to see me, take pictures of me, put it online. You know what I mean? And maybe I'm overthinking all that stuff.
Yeah,
but I'd rather be.
Once, you know what I mean?
It's already happened, right?
Exactly.
So I don't want it to happen again.
Yes, ma'am, I understand that. But as she said, they don't know where you live and they don't know where the kids are. She doesn't think anything's going to happen. And you didn't go on TV and say anything, so she said DFAC shouldn't be able to say anything about it either.
Wow.
But I understand where you're coming from, too, so.
Yeah, I just want, I just want to be proactive, and we have a new home. We're safe. Nobody does know where we live, but I don't want nobody trying to dig and find out where we live either.
Exactly, because it's not that hard to find out.
Right, you know what I mean? I just don't want to go through all that stuff again. And our home is safe. The children would be safe. All that stuff. And I just, it happened before, and I had no idea stuff like that even happened.
I didn't either.
You know what I'm saying? And it traumatized me. It really done a job on me.
Yeah. It would have anybody.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just trying to tell it. I'm just trying to be proactive and make sure I can continue to protect my home and protect the children.
Yes, ma'am. What else did he say on there?
He said that he's already filed an appeal.
He's already filed an appeal?
I thought he said he had already. They're going to be appealing it. I guess they have to get the sentencing first before they can appeal it.
Okay, this is what I was talking about when I first started my live. This is it. Now, Lindsay, what I find funny though, if I was trying to stay out of the media, trying to lay low, I would go on a small channel that doesn't get a lot of views rather than going on channels that get 2,000 people in there that are only using her for views. I had some honest questions that I wanted to ask her last night. She wouldn't come on. Well, I guess I'm just not big enough for you, Billie Jo. You won't get the same amount of attention, and you certainly won't get the ass kissing. As a professional, I actually had some legit questions, but I'm not big enough for you. So that's why when she says, oh, I'm trying to stay out of the spotlight, no, you're not, bitch. Stop the bullshit. You're not kidding anybody.
Yeah, that's what she said.
So, he said that there's only two people in the house that could have done it.
Exactly.
He said he doesn't believe that LEILANI nor Danny did it, but yeah.
There's only two people in the house that could have done it. Well, I don't think he did it to himself. And the only other people were LEILANI and Danny. So who did it? Who's this lawyer think didn't do it? Stop being in denial. It's absolutely pathetic.
He said he believes that the baby got a hold of that Clinton got a hold of drugs or another medical emergency that caused it.
All right, so let's analyze this for a second, Billie Jo. He got a hold of something. Most people would call 911, wouldn't they? Yes, they would. Most people, if something traumatic happens and their kid gets a hold of drugs, they're going to dial 911. Or they're going to rush them to the hospital or something. Here's what they're not going to do. They're not going to throw their kid in a dumpster who had an accidental overdose or had an accidental anything. That's not what parents do. So for him to think that or even say that and for you to go along with it shows me why you have two kids in prison for murder. Sorry, not sorry. But right there tells me everything I need to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Mama? Anything else?
So he doesn't believe either one of them did it.
So tell me, genius, who did it? Just tell me, then, Billie Jo, who possibly did it? Let's keep feeding this narrative that your daughter is just innocent. She did nothing wrong. She didn't throw her child into a dumpster. She wasn't partying after that. She was letting everyone know, oh my God, I don't know what happened to my son. Right? Yeah, she was. I distinctly remember, distinctly, you guys and her partying outside of the house with Cher's sign that you should sub up to this channel. All while she knew what she did to her own kid. I can see being in denial then. I can. I get why she was in denial then. But this is after conviction. There's no reason to be in denial anymore. She's guilty. Be a mother and explain to her that she's never going to heal until she owns it.
Ma'am?
That was my sister talking, and she was saying that we're not trying to give anybody hope either because we don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? It can be appealed again and again and again, and because of the circumstances of how Quentin was found is really, really damaging to the entire world.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to be tried in Savannah, I can tell you that much.
No. Really what they need to do, they need to get multiple different counties to go in that, not that county.
Yeah.
They do not need to
What was that, ma'am?
they need to be jumping.
Well, there were people on her jury that had already heard about the case.
Oh, yeah. I think a lot of them were
Yeah,
biased.
so
They should have been
Yeah.
Billie Jo, you had Dolly Vision from Virginia protesting in front of the case, in front of the house. You had the news there almost every day. You had all your neighbors protesting. You had Cher with a big fucking sign, and you allowing that big fucking sign that you put up, sub up to her channel. What did you expect was going to happen? Honestly, if you remember, I was going to go out there. I was going to meet with you because I really felt bad for you. I did. I felt horrible what was happening to you. And then time went on. And then I saw what everybody else was seeing. And all of a sudden, I didn't feel bad for you anymore.
There should have been people that didn't know anything about the case whatsoever. I've never even heard of it.
yeah, so
I agree. But
you
all
know,
right.
all right. Well,
All right, we
tell her I
both
love
drive
her
safe.
and that I just wish that he hadn't have spoke on the kids at all, that he would have said that that's under an entire separate, that's under a separate case and he doesn't have any information on that.
Yes, ma'am.
Is what I wished he would have said.
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am. I understand that.
So,
Well, I'll tell her you love her
But-
and you and your sister drive safe.
yeah, I do. I love her so much. She has no idea.
All right.
So, all right. Thank
All
you,
right,
Jenna.
guys, you're welcome. You guys drive safe and have a good day.
Okay, you too.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Don't forget.
Now, here's the thing, though. Like I was saying earlier, if you truly loved your daughter, then you would make her take responsibility for what she's done. That's someone that loves their daughter. You don't love your daughter because you will allow her to keep saying, oh, maybe it was an accident. Maybe it was this. Maybe it was that. Billie Jo, again, you cannot heal. Dan, you just scared the fuck out of me. You cannot heal until you own what happened. And your daughter cannot heal until she owns what happened. I don't know why it's so hard. I really, truly don't. I think it's sad. And I think it's sad as a mom that you don't know that. It's sad that you can't comprehend that you should not ever let your child be that irresponsible and not teach her, okay, we made a mistake. It was the worst mistake possible and you're paying for it in jail. But we got to own it. You have to admit what you did to yourself, to me, to everybody, because that is the only way to heal. And I didn't know that this is something that needs to be explained. I guess I thought that everyone kind of knew that, or every mom knew that, but it's apparent. No, they really don't. Hang on one second. Yeah. All right. And I don't know. It's one of those things that I just don't understand. So I'm filling up my vape juice. But while I fill it up, let me remind you, 50% off on most candle collections until Saturday. That's right. Get your chance, 50% off. It was either that or buy one, get one, and I decided to do the 50% off instead. It's pretty much the same, but. In other news, just to let you guys know, Stephen Avery got denied another trial. Kathleen Zellner sucks as usual. Just want to put that out there because we were talking about it yesterday. And that's all I got. Ooh, and I'm right under an hour. No, it's automatic, Criminal Med. And Bad Wolf, are you still here? Because you're not my friend anymore. Jenny Jen bought Flavor a candle from somewhere else. Very disappointed. She should have bought one from me. Yeah, it's automatic discount. If you don't see the discount, it just means that that candle is not on sale. But all the new ones that are on the site, all those collections are on sale. Wicked's on sale. The winter line is on sale. The Zodiacs are on sale. Everything's 50% off. And I don't know, anything else you guys want to talk about? Oh, there is one thing I want to say to the very few haters that can't seem to keep their fucking mouth shut. Nobody gives a fuck anymore. I know exactly who you are. You are so fucking obvious.
Where's Karma? Oh, there she is.
So obvious. It's time to move on. If you want to keep looking in the rearview mirror, then you keep doing that. But I don't choose to. I look forward, ahead. And that's how most people should be. Don't look in the past. Look forward. Hey, you're not green anymore, sarcastic one. You were green yesterday. Same thing with you, Aslan. Your membership ran out. Um, did you guys see my community post? Do you guys see what's going on? Absolutely ridiculous. Doxing is like second nature now. And everyone's laughing about it. Like, haha, it's no big deal. No, you didn't get an email about it. I don't know. You were green yesterday. Hey, True Texan. You've always been green, actually. Let me see. Oh, Doxing in the state is illegal. Well, it seems to be a common thread around here. Anyone connected to QB seems to think it's okay. And just dox and dox and dox. It's fucking gross, really. I mean, it's really disgusting, but it seems to be the thing now. Wait, Wendy Williams is in jail? Why is Wendy Williams in jail? You take it pretty serious here, and like I said, it's against the law. You should be. You agreed yesterday. I don't know. I'm looking at a headline that says, hold on. Now I lost it. It was Wendy Williams calls so and so to bitch about her life from prison. Now I lost it. It was there. I totally agree, Penny. It's insane. So my community post, hold on. Notice my avatar is working. It's moving with me. All right. Oh, hold on. You don't talk to the. Yes, you do. You lie. You do too. Talk to her. Hold on. So my community post says, so now doxing clip channels because they don't like you is the norm and people laugh. So I'm used as this damn scapegoat for something done almost 4 years ago. What a bunch of lowlifes. I truly hope subs wake up and realize how stupid these people are. GW follows anything QB does. Didn't she claim she changed? Honestly, when your idol is QB, you show everyone who you truly are, a trash lowlife. Can't wait to see all of this go to shit. Stick around, folks. It's going to be a great show. And to the fake fuck creators who are like, oh, I don't agree with them, but I still support them, you fake as fuck. Don't want to rattle your numbers is more like it. A real mofo stands up for what is right when no one is watching. Y'all such lowlifes that the only thing you see is numbers. If you think I'm talking about you, you're probably right. This is funny though, right? What a joke. No, Granny, this isn't funny. Toughen up, Buttercup. So this is what happened. Hey, Jiggy, this is what happened. Hold on. All right. You're right, Penny. Slowly. Oh, you can't even see it. All right, hold on. You really just need to hear it anyway. Now, is that necessary? You had to dox them? You had to use their name, Granny? Really? I always thought War Damn Eagle was a girl. I mean, was a guy. Why would you even look them up? Makes no sense to me. But you've changed. You don't do that anymore. But it's perfectly okay, right? Yeah, I probably just got demonetized for that. I'll have to cut that out. But that's okay? I just don't understand why all of a sudden that's okay. So what happened was War Damn Eagle in 1988. I guess they're from Alabama because I saw everyone in the comments talking about Roll Tide. I gotta ask them. So that's what Granny said. And Granny doxed that person for absolutely no reason. She did sound evil. I don't even understand the growl in her voice. Like, why is that all of a sudden accepted? Why is that okay? I don't understand. How about everyone does that to beat Tim? That's what I want to know. How about everybody pulls that shit with B Tim? Will that be okay? Because when it's done to them, they freak the fuck out. My shirt today says Auburn. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I just don't know why it's this is the norm. But then, oh, let's go after Laura. Let's talk about what Laura did. Like, fuck you. But they all think this is okay. Sit the fuck down. It's ridiculous. And I'm so sick and tired of the double standard. Dementia? I don't know. It's just crazy to me. I just don't get it. Just because, imagine if I called out or I doxed every single person that didn't like me. I totally agree, Penny. But even just using his real name, because Tim is not his real name, even using his real name, is that okay? They would freak the fuck out. No, I think she means beat Tim. They don't hold a candle to you, no pun intended. Thank you, Jiggy. Because they're trash. They're absolute fucking trash. A lot of them are trash, and I'm seeing it more and more. Especially the ones that I thought were cool, that are the first ones to be like, oh, I don't agree with what you did, Sinner, but I'm still gonna support you. Here's a membership. Bitch, sit your fucking fat ass down, you fake ass bitch. It's all about fucking numbers to these people. I like War Eagle too. It's one of my, I know who it is. I mean, it's obvious who it is. But they were like, oh, I can't support this one, blah, blah. Speaking about me in a comment I left for War Eagle, they were like, oh, we can't support this one. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I know exactly who it is. And then I like erased the messages. I was like, you know what? I'm not even fighting with this person. They're not worth my fucking time. I don't think Sinner has one of beat him. I really don't. Because I honestly think he would post it. And he would be right. See, but Sinner's another one. I stuck up for Sinner more than any of these people. More than Savage ever stuck up for him. I literally stuck up for Sinner more than anyone. I stuck up for him about his art. I stuck up for him. I had fights with B Tim about Sinner. I went at Queen B for Sinner. Like, seriously, went at them. When they bashed him for his art, when they said shit about his art, and Sinner turned his back as fast as fucking humanly possible. I was like, wow. Really, Sinner? Gotcha. I see where you're at. I gotcha. But yeah, I literally stuck up for him more than any of these people ever did. And I'm the first one that he completely, like, turned his back on. Yeah, you're fake as fuck, dude. People seem to forget who really had their back, not just because they were fighting with QB, but who actually had your fucking back when it mattered. Yeah, he doesn't seem to remember that. And shit like that is things I'll never forget. Thank you, Jiggy. You are 100% right. But a lot of them I don't really care. A lot of them I'm like, yeah, whatever. But some of them, like Sinner, that was like a stab. It really was like a stab. Because, I mean, I was there for him when he had 5 people in his life, 10 people in his life. Like, I truly liked him. And what, they were saying about his art was fucking disgusting. And I still think it's disgusting. Don't get me wrong. I still think it's fucking gross. But for him to fucking stab me in the back like that? Yeah, no. That I'll never forgive. It's funny how quickly people forget who really sticks up for you when you needed it the most, and then how fast they turn because of dollars or because the group didn't go with it. I do give most people a chance. And that part of me will never change. It really won't. I'll still give people more chances than they ever deserved. Yep, they turn for dollars, 100%. Dollars and numbers. But that's also why they won't have longevity. That's why they won't be here in 8 years. That's why they'll never have a true community. They'll have fly-by-nighters. And they'll stick up for people that would turn their back on them in 2 seconds. But it's all about the dollars for them. As they say, it's not. Always, Jiggy. I wouldn't any other way. I'll get people back. I'll get my following, but I'm stuck here. Not stuck here, but I'm like stuck in this community. Thank you, Penny. They will eventually. It's very hard when you have certain haters that are constantly showing up in people's live streams, like, oh, you were at a CPS caller's live and blah, blah, blah. I wish that War Damn Eagle, Chronicle, I wish they would just delete it. I really do. I wish they wouldn't even leave it up there and just fucking delete it. Like, they're not even talking about me. Why are you bringing me up? Like on War Damn Eagles. That had nothing to do with me. But of course, you had to have some fucking bitch, which I know who it is, run their mouth. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But, I mean, I appreciate every single person that's in here because I know that somebody could fucking... Oh, it's a total hate campaign. Because I know if, there's a chance that someone's going to leave you a comment It's crazy. Crazy. It's not, you know what the funny part is, Sly, though? What makes it so obvious that it's who I know it is? Because nobody from Queen Bee, Sinner, Jones, and Savage, none of them give a fuck. They're not at all running around, oh, she's CPS cult. Like, it's so obvious who it is, and they don't even realize that I know exactly who it is. So fucking obvious. Because nobody in the new crew does shit like that. Nobody. If they don't like you, they'll just not, they won't say anything. They'll just ignore you. So, it's pathetic. But it is what it is. But if they think I don't know it's them, they're insane. So, other than that, I don't have anything. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No call from the doctor today, so that's a good thing. Today's mom's birthday. She turned 78. And oh, I heard that TikTok was bought for 300 billion or something, or the Chinese is selling TikTok to an American company. Did you guys hear this? I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that. I read it. I think I read it on Facebook though. Let me look. Ah. Wow, Mr. Beast has a huge interest in buying TikTok. He said, I'll have to buy TikTok so it's not banned, the YouTuber remarked on his Twitter account. Well, that would be interesting. Yes, I heard Kevin O'Leary, but it looks like Mr. Beast wants it. TikTok is worth north of $100 billion. Who, Mr. Beast? Yeah, he does. He also has sponsors that would help. Said he's worth 500 million. He's not even 30. Do you, Penny? Uh, Rise of YouTube Titan. Yeah, he's a billionaire. He's the richest YouTuber. Yeah, I heard that Jeffree Star is losing his mind. Okay, TikTok could be worth as much as 50 million, says NBC New York. President Trump-elect Trump exploring option to save TikTok. Trump, who supported a TikTok ban as president, has recently said he wants to keep the app alive. Who's serious about buying TikTok? Billionaire businessman and real estate mogul Frank McCourt and his internet advocacy group recently announced that it submitted a proposal to buy the social media site from ByteDance. Famed Shark Tank investor Kevin O'Leary has also joined the effort. On Sunday, new users will be cut off from downloading the app. Those with TikTok already on their phone, however, would still have access to the app and not risk any legal penalties for logging on. But TikTok would no longer be able to update the software, making it buggier and slower over time. So you'll still be able to use it. TikTok is in danger of being banned in the U.S. under a federal law set to take effect Sunday, January 19th. Unless the Supreme Court grants an injunction blocking it, on Wednesday the court did not give an issue. Can you imagine, though? If, like, Mr. Beast buys it? See, like, here's the thing, though. If Mr. Beast buys TikTok, it only goes to show the power of social media. Like, think about this. A man under the age of 30, the guy's not even married with kids yet. I mean, that's how young he is. And he's built an empire on social media. And now that empire is going to get 14 times bigger because he's Mr. Social Media. Like he's the biggest thing on YouTube. So rightfully so, it would be pretty cool if he owned TikTok. Because he's young, he understands it. I mean, that's how he built his whole life with social media. Rather than a bunch of investors who don't have a fucking clue what they're doing with social media and they just want it for the money. You know what I'm saying? But I think it would be cool if he bought it. Let's see if I can get more info on that. Mr. Beast. He's drafted an offer to buy it. All right, hold on. Mr. Beast serious about TikTok, the TikTok ban coming up. Ultra popular Jimmy Donaldson took to X. Okay, fine, I'll buy TikTok so it doesn't get banned. Ironically, I've had so many billionaires reach out to me since I tweeted this. Let's see if I can pull this off. The events seem to be moving fast. Mr. Beast shows he means business, taking to the TikTok platform, share a message for ByteDance, platform's parent company, and America as a whole. Mr. Beast posted a TikTok to share that he just left a meeting with a bunch of billionaires. He said in the video, TikTok, we mean business. We have an offer ready for you. We want to buy the platform. America deserves TikTok. Give me a seat at the table. Let me save this platform. The YouTuber has a reported net worth $500 million. With the announcement, it seems Mr. Beast is set to be a part owner of the social media app should his offer go through. At the time, TikTok is estimated to be worth $300 billion. Due to Biden administration signed legislation last year that will ban TikTok in the country if ByteDance fails to sell it to an American company. The app is poised to be gone January 19th. We have an offer already.
TikTok, we mean business. This is my lawyer right here. We have an offer ready for you. We want to buy the platform. America deserves TikTok. Give me a seat at the table. Let me save this platform. I just got out of a meeting with a bunch of billionaires. TikTok, we mean business.
I mean, look at this. Look how young his lawyer is. Hey, Rachel, look how young his lawyer is. I mean, they're kids. They're young. But I do believe that he's got a billionaires, like definitely could be billionaire meetings. Oh, he got engaged?
I saved the best gift for last. When you're ready, you can look. So. Yeah. Oh, I opened up the right way. So, I thought since your family's here, this would be the perfect time to do it. And a great way to end the gifts. Will you marry me?
Yes. I will. Yeah. I'm shivering.
I saved the best gift for last.
Come on, I want to know what the ring looks like. It's probably like a 20-carat ring. Surprised they don't show it. All right, Mr. Beast got engaged. Now I'm going to try to look. What does Mr. Beast's fiance ring look like? I'm a nosy bitch. It's a round color. All right. It's a round, colorless center stone on a rose gold band with 2 side stones. Center stone is a round, colorless stone that weighs between 2.5 and 2 3/4 carats. A twisted rose gold band, 2 round stones set in bezels, which may symbolize infinity. The ring is elegant and timeless with a unique band detail. The design is combination of simplicity and grandeur. That's a nice ring. Hold on. Oh. I mean, if my fiance had that much money, I think I would have got a nicer ring. I don't particularly like it. I don't know. It looks weird to me. I like the band, though. I think the band is beautiful. I don't know. I just don't like the round stone. Uh, Debbie, what'd you do? Debbie pocket modding again. Alright, it's fixed. I didn't even see Debbie. Did she slide in here? You can't chat. She's young too. Alright. Yeah, I know. I haven't seen her either, but I see that she just got she accidentally deleted someone. So, alright, that's all I got for you guys. I am getting off. Don't forget, candles 50% off until Saturday. I see I got some orders. We need lots of orders. So, again, don't forget, 50% off. You will not be disappointed. I also got to make a page for web. I just got the labels in for uh, wax melts. I couldn't think straight. And I was watching a video, someone in my candle group made a video of how to paint wax melts. I mean, it's a lot of work, but it looks so cool. I'm going to try it later. I was like, oh my God, I want to try that. I doubt it'll work, but we're going to try it. But the way she did it, I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Never thought of it. So I'm going to see if it works. And I'll let you guys know if it does. So, all right. She used mica, and it's rubbing alcohol with mica, but we were all wondering, like, how she got it in the grooves. And then she's like, okay, I made a video to show you guys how I did it. I was like, oh, that's how she did it. Because we couldn't understand how she got the paint in, like how she did that. It didn't make any sense. I'm like, that's not even fucking possible. Like, she's lying. So she happened to make a video to show everybody, like, exactly how to do it. And it doesn't look hard, but of course I'll fuck it up. But I was like, I gotta try that. That's so cool. So, something I'm gonna give it a shot. So, all right, I'm gonna get out of here so I can finish this website. Valentine's Day candles will go up most likely Sunday. Got funny ones, got serious ones, got colorful ones, got red ones, got lots of them. So those I'm going to be working on. Like I said, I've been in and out of the house the last couple of days, but tomorrow I got to run somewhere, and then after that I'm dedicated to candles and getting the website done and everything. So not my website, the website for the other page. And get all the Valentine's Day candles up and the wax melts up. There's a lot to do. So I'll see you beautiful people tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Hopefully there'll be another call release tomorrow. And be good to each other. As Jerry Springer would say, be good to each other. Hey, Amber. And that's it. All right. I'll see you guys later. Peace. And again, 50% off. If you ever wanted a candle, now is the time.